Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. At the 35, he's got room. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. You love to deliver a punch on the first play of the drive. They've got it at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was good.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Rhodes. Breaks it. Continues to fight for yards. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Steps away. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
The Noles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Sending the offense back to work. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Going to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, it's decision time now for the head coach. You probably like the play call. Third down, you're running the ball thinking you're going to get it in your own end. You don't. Now what do you do?
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Pulls it in. It's crossed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Finding an escape route. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Running behind that left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you could tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. high-scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
To the air, it's Singletary. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Finds some room. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's looking to throw. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect this rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. Snowed under by the defense.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Dropping back, it's Singletary. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. The Gators decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. It'll be a draw. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get first downs.
To the ground. He's got it again. Got the first down. Looking for more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Noles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Seminoles! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Singletary. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Unloads to the right. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that, you're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the Dome. The snap sets up to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Wants to throw on 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Throws to the tight end. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Back to throw, it's Singletary. Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll pull it down, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Grabbed behind the line. It's Harris. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Wants to throw. It's Singletary. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice stiff.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They were able to do whatever they wanted the last time they had it. They put together some runs. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Try to get it to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this D needs more of that, man. right. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Looking to pass. It's Singletary. Snagged out of the air. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the third play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Gators will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays.
And he ends up taking a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got a little space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's knocked out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the touchdown. No! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Singletary. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the Doak. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air. It's Singletary. Throws to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The Noles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
First part of the equation complete with the touchdown. Now the 2-point try if you want to make the deficit just a field goal. He makes the grab for the 2, but wait just a second. There is a penalty marker on the field. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Cross. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Cross. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
You know, on a play like that, 3rd and short, as a quarterback, you're looking for your easiest throw and your shortest throw, and that's to the tight end. He's a big target. He makes the catch, and now the drive stays alive.
The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback extends the play. Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now. You wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's close. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The delay of game pushes the offense back. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And with a single second left, a field goal attempt to try to get another chance in overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
First play of the first possession of OT. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Singletary. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Staring at a 3rd and long here in this first overtime possession. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that.
Touchdown, Florida! They take the lead here in overtime. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime.
Turning it on! Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. Got to make a play. Got to protect the football. What's your go-to play after watching this whole game develop?
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Motion from the back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is good. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Third and long, and they love to pick it up, but they also need to stay in position for a field goal try. Might be changing the route. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A strike downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
At the 16-yard line. Now, fourth down.
This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on fourth down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Seminoles! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for 2. They're going to run it. Can't do it better than that. The two-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. answer with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Singletary. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Moving out of the pocket. Touchdown Gators! With that, now a two-point conversion away from triple overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for two. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They need this two-point conversion to send us to triple overtime. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun. He got it in there, and we are tied again. Is this fun or what? We're headed to triple OT. So here we go, dueling two-point conversions from this point forward. To the air, it's Singletary. They got it done with the two, and now they hold the edge deep in overtime. Now they'll have to respond with a two of their own. Looking to throw. He gets into the end zone, and the two-point conversion ties the game.
And here we go again. Goodness gracious, another tie ball game, another overtime. These teams just going back and forth, answering the call over and over again.
David, I hope you don't have a flight you have to catch after this game, because we are going to be here a while. This is back and forth in overtime. Everybody's converting two-point plays. I don't even want this game to stop.
Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this two-point try. Here comes the heat. They're stopped on the two-point try, and we are still tied. Now this two-point conversion attempt for the win. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They got the stop, now to win it with a two. Back to throw, it's Singletary. Forced out of the pocket. That's it. That's the ball game. The two-point try gets it done. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.